It's always so interesting to me when someone says it's not the right time to invest in their business or to hire a team member or to do something that's actually going to move the needle forward in their business, because the reality is that you are somewhere where you don't want to be right now, and your desired end result, let's say, is over here, right? Making more money, having more freedom, actually feeling like a CEO, actually feeling confident, actually producing sales in your business, right? And if something that it's not the right time for is actually going to take you there, then when is going to be the right time? Because there's always going to be an excuse. There's always going to be, I don't have the money. There's always going to be, oh, I'm traveling. There's always going to be, oh, something's happening in my life, right? Like, you will always make an excuse to hold yourself back from getting to that end result. The reason that I feel qualified to say this is because last November, I committed to $20,000 of investments in my business. I joined 2 masterminds, and also at the time, I had just found out that my dog needed major surgery on both of his front legs. And the vet told me, look at this face, he's so freaking cute, that I would have to pay $12,000 to $14,000 for these little things right here that were reconstructed. Now, I found out that I had to do this surgery, and then I invested in the mastermind, right? So I had committed to over $30,000 that I knew I was gonna have to spend, both for his surgery and for these investments. But I could have argued, like, it's not the right time to make these investments. It's not the right time to seek support. It's not the right time to, move forward in my business because I'm spending so much money on my child here. But I also realized that there was a major gap in where I currently was in my business, and knowing that I wanted to make more money, I needed the bird's eye view and the support to actually get there. So I argue that it's the perfect time, no matter what's happening in your life. When I started my business, I decided that nothing was going to get in my way to my success and achieving my goals and going where I wanted to go. And that included, I was never going to let money be something that would hold me back from following my dreams. I just wasn't. It just wasn't going to be an option. And I fully trust myself to, join an investment and to make my investment back tenfold. So I think if you are consistently saying it's not the right time, I want you to realistically ask yourself, is it not the right time, or am I just fearful of making this next step regardless of what's happening in my life? Because right now it might be a dog surgery, but next month it's going to be a family situation, and then it's going to be, something else, and then something else is going to come up. I will always make an excuse because I'm fearful. The people that see major success in business and blow up really, really quickly say, okay, I realize there's never going to be a right time. It costs me more to wait than it does to make this move right now, right? And that's when everything changes. Almost a year later, this is a really powerful thing for me to look back on, because my little buddy here is completely healed. I was able to pay over $12,000 in vet bills in full while still supporting myself, living alone, consistently growing my revenue. And most of that had everything to do with the fact that I had support throughout this time. Business and entrepreneurship can get really lonely, and if you're trying to go through major life transitions or major things in your life where you're saying it's not the right time, or really just grow to your next level of revenue, it's really hard to do that yourself, because there are gaps that you yourself are not going to be able to see in your business that someone else is really easily able to spot. Like the saying that you're too far in the forest to see through the trees, right? You're too in your business to see the gaps and see what needs to change to hit your next level. So stop letting whatever circumstances are happening in your life stop you from chasing your dreams. There's always other options. There are always ways to move forward. There are always ways to move the needle forward, and that just might require some support.